All right, hello everybody. Welcome to VR Master League. We're here in the start of the second cycle and getting ready to start with Illumidooty versus Jokr. On the casting side of things, I'm Palidore, being joined by it's me, Ollie. It's him, Ollie. How's it going?
It's going good. I'm very excited to be here casting this match. I don't think I've actually been able to cast Jokr versus Illumidooty before, so I'm very excited to see this, especially since they are both Master Tier teams, As we've seen, Master Tier games are very exciting, so I'm very excited to be here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And with that, well, yeah, our first Master Tier game here of this season, or of this cycle, I should say. So, really excited to see that and to have that about to start here between these two teams. And just waiting on the return of one Jokr player, it would seem, so we'll hang out here for a sec. Alright, so guys, I guess while we have maybe a second, I'm not sure, we actually might be switching servers again, it seems like. I know they were kind of going back and forth. Maybe not. Either or, I did technically say earlier on the streams that I would maybe possibly do that. Enable face cam. So it's here for occasional pally appearances maybe. But yeah, you should see our casters. I mean, of course, depends on our casters, but they'll be free to do some face cams from now on, at least before and after games. Not during the streams, though. Too distracting otherwise, right? But yeah. So Ollie, I know you've gotten a look at a lot of the European team, master teams, obviously. You've casted a lot of those in recent weeks, but this would be, as you kind of mentioned, you haven't casted these teams before, and North American master teams in general. Is that right?
I've casted some. I don't think actually any Master teams. I don't think I've casted any NA Master teams, but not NA. I've casted a bit, just not Master. But so
Right.
yeah, I'm quite excited to actually just cast these two
Right.
teams today.
Yeah, we saw Nillywick in the Twitch chat just about half an hour ago in that last stream, and yeah, I think the difference between the two regions and the master divisions always fun to watch. Definitely in between the speed of Europe and the kind of more slower pace. Sometimes North America. I say that though, and I feel like at some point I'm going to be incorrect because these days now it's really a mix and match of both. Both regions really employ a lot of the passing and the speed. Some of these North American teams have gotten ridiculous with the speediness. European teams gotten ridiculous with the passing. So really, it's all converging on itself here in Season 3, and it's been fun.
Definitely has been fun. There used to be like a kind of difference between the regions, but like you said, they're all just kind of mixing. Both regions kind of intertwined, I guess. Like you said, NA getting more of the speed, and then EU getting all the passing and all those passing plays down more, rather than just the clearance stack like we used to see.
Yeah, and I love to see that. Of course, we have the Oceania region, OCE, and that's been also its own kind of beast in itself. They're like a mix between the two as well, where they throw in a lot of these boosts as well as the passes, but the thing that makes them unique is they get really steezy. If you think Jokr is historically kind of a steezy team, you should see some of the OCE teams. They throw it into almost everything they do on either way, and it gets fun to watch. Answer quick question there from the one, the only Chung Wang. What mic is that? Well, I'm glad you asked, because this is the HyperX Quadcast. We are sponsored by them, but I also do love the mic. So it's not just, it's a plug that I'm happy to plug because it's a great mic. Love our sponsors, of course. Got to mention Styrian Products and Rebuff Reality, as well as Fixed Gaming, VRWare.net, Pro2 VR and VR cover. I do know this is the last week, because I was emailed about it, the last week to get your Kangarillas merchandise on VRWare.net, at least the first wave of it, the first iterations. So for those who want to get in on that action, as I also do, you can go check out VRWare.net. But also, as you might be able to tell, server switch. So, with that, I'm gonna go and check my invites real quick and see if we can get back in the game. All right, so pardon while I dip into this next match here, but yeah, Ollie, I'm sure though you've seen plenty of Jokr and Illumidooty, regardless of not casting them or otherwise. I mean, obviously the back-to-back champions, much like Team Gravity in Europe, the reigning defending champions the last couple seasons now. Jokr's been very much that same style or that same type of dominant force here on this scene, and yeah, they get pretty nuts.
I mean, I imagine they would get pretty nuts being one of the top teams in North America. So, much like Gravity, they probably have some insane plays that we'll be looking forward to.
Yeah, absolutely. Saw Sputnik Cobra in there as well as Lulz. Of course, Lulz from High Voltage with the very, very awesome highlight videos. That is to say, the recap videos that we've had the chance to see a lot of in recent weeks, and definitely doing a great job there. So appreciation to our creators team. Of course, Rosie Hope as well, who is rostered here on Illumidooty, who's had some awesome interview videos that you also saw a lot of in the Challenger Cup this past weekend. Now, with that, just about ready to begin. I'm sending Ollie the invite as well, or rather the link to it, so we should be good to go rather soon. So just pardon the momentary delays. You know how it be.
The struggles of casting.
Nothing else, it's great multitask practice. The reason why I turned off my cams is because I don't want the stream to see my multitask face. It's not pretty. Nothing else, it makes me look a little bit crazy. All over the place here. But I think we're just about good, guys. Oh, jeez, nice. Okay, yep, that was really loud comms. They are now muted. Are you in the game, Ollie?
Yes, I am in. And yes, I have also had those very loud comms, so...
That was a jolt. Alright, I'm gonna ping the teams once more. Let them know that we are officially ready, although they did switch sides on me, so I guess... They really hate us casters today. But I do love these teams, so happy to see this game about to begin. Jokr now on orange. Of course, those channel point predictions are now done. See what they're looking like here. I got a couple players who did take small bets on Illumidooty, it looks like. Of course, Jokr going to be the favored one, as is usually the case. Until a team like them loses, they're always going to be the favorites. And that's just how the story goes. But with that said, I'm going to go away. Because we got the round about to start.
So let's get into round one of Illumidooty versus Jokr, and it looks like it will be Jokr, the Illumidooty, sorry, taking the first joust, first possession. It will be QL Young going for the shot, but Kong saves it. Over to Speedy V, and Kong just with the headbutt as Speedy V goes for the shot for the first 2 points of the game.
I think he dragged it in there. Now this is mirroring. Now, I didn't cast the match, granted, but I saw the highlights. This is just about mirroring the start I've seen from Jokr in the past. Granted, this one resulted in a self goal at the end of the day, but just opening up with a fast joust and then Kung on the defense. Jokr showing the tremendous hands inside that goal. They are a beast to deal with, but Illumidooty doing good to score there first, as Kung will send it now and trying to react with that bouncer that just narrowly misses.
Will now be Ryan picking up the disc, flipped upside down on the roof, trying to get past the defender, send it over to Game back to Ryan. Now Ryan trying to get past that defender, Speedy V just stays on him. Ryan now goes for the pass,
wow.
Kung, and then to Jaywalker, and then in for the dunk. Quickly tie up the game 2-2.
Wow, not only was that quick, that was clean, that was accurate, that was everything that you would want it to be if you're a Jokr player, or any team for that matter. Did you see the decisiveness of that? How no one held onto the disc for more than basically a quarter of a second once it got towards that bubble. It was out of there, and it was back into the goal in no time flat.
No time flat, definitely. That's just what makes Master Tier teams different. Just the speed and the decisiveness, like you said. They just know what they're doing, and they do it basically.
And trying to do it again here for Illumidooty. That's definitely been their claim to fame over the seasons here in VR Master League, as Speedy V winds it into that bubble, looking for that pass right up high, right back at him, but another save! Kung and Game both, I think, got a grab on it basically at the same time, but there will be Game looking for that patient delivery to Jokr. Jokr through the mail slot, no, but couldn't get it in nearly, but a ding instead.
Clear will now come through, with a fast start coming through, and Game will pick it up for Jokr. Now doing a bit of dancing around on the blocks as he tries to get his teammates into position, sending it over to Jokr. Jokr now just waiting for his teammates to get into position again. Sends a long pass up to Game. Game on the roof to receive it. Walking it through on the roof, trying to get past those defenders of Illumidooty. Sends it back to Kung. Kung over to Ryan. Ryan over to Jokr, and Jokr with the dunk in for yet another 2 points, putting them now in the lead by 2 points.
A pretty decent dive there by the defender as well in the goal, but just couldn't quite get a snag on neither the disc nor the head for a potential stun. So with that, Jokr finds their second goal. 3 minutes in, 4-2, and launching out is Illumidooty back on the offense. QL Young Q being has to be careful that boosted player was there, but now again there's that triangle kind of forming into the midline as a double knockout will get maybe an opportunity for Game, but a ding.
Game will now recover the disc for his team again, walking it through, just getting, looks like a headbutt out of his hands, but will be back straight into Jokr's hands. And now he sends the reset all the way back to Kung at the back line. Kung now walking it through, sending it up to Game, or down to Game even. Game with the pass up to Ryan. Now a tussle, and it will get stunned out and it will lose the disc, but back into his hands. Oh, looks like it goes off the head of Illumidooty's players, and a clear will come through back into the orange side.
That was a very intriguing series of plays. Basically, none of the players had mobility. They were all just kind of anchoring and tapping off each other, kind of a tickle fight almost, but no one really got any speed. It was just a ping pong between anchors, that disc, and finally knocking it into this side was Wit and Illumidooty. They have Speedy on one end, they have QL on the other, and then in the front line there is Burbs waiting for maybe this pass, and will being said QL Young, the finish, tying it up. 4 minutes in, 4 apiece.
A nice cut play there as QL Young does slam it in for the 2. Tying up now 4-4 with just under 6 minutes remaining on the clock as Jokr now takes Joust advantage.
And welcome as well to Glean, and they're saying Cycle 2 production looking clean. Well, thank you. You're looking glean. Arrow Knight as well, stopping by. Oliver Ending, go follow Oliver on TikTok. Saw some of your videos there. As I'll stop talking because now we got to play developing Speedy V with a disc.
Speedy V will send it over to Wit. Wit just taking his time, sending the long pass over to Speedy again, and Speedy with the clear all the way through. It will not quite make it through into Jokr's hands. Jokr now with the pass over to Game on the side. Game sending a bounce pass, but just wide of his team, and it will go into Burbs' hands. Burbs with the clear back into the other side.
Now everyone looking for their boost. A couple of Jokr players are going to be there first, though. Jokr with a disc, a duck, and now a juke. A few of them, in fact, in a nice little cube. But still, Speedy, up until that last second, had some good defense, but then got kind of lulled in by the stun. This is going to enable maybe some offense, but the defense does actually recover quickly off those stacks from Illumidooty, so didn't leave the goal open for very long.
Now just a slightly wide pass from Kung, it looked like there, but it will go into Ryan's hands as he does some dance around that block. Over to Kung, and now Speedy V with the intercept off that pass, denying that play and sending it all the way back to Jokr's side.
How about this defense from Illumidooty? They are definitely giving Jokr some issues here inside that bubble. A lot of these dives are met with success and off these passes, so Jokr are not getting the things that they normally would get. So very well done from Illumidooty. Even on that stack recovery, look at that! Just climbing that ladder, essentially, all the way down to the floor, though, will be Speedy V lighting up that Speedy 3, but no, the rebound will be had from Wit, the quick Wit, and the quick rebound. They're up by 2. How about this game so far?
This game is going great so far. Illumidooty's defense is looking extremely strong, as well as their offense game. Like, their passes are on point, and then their man coverage on defense is just great. This really making Jokr struggle on the offense.
Yeah, definitely. So Bear's mentioning too, of course, much like us casters, at least for the weekdays, you know, we had that off week, that break week. Last time around, so for these teams as well, I'm sure they were scrimming. That said, I'm sure they're going to be grinning. They got themselves the lead back for Jokr their first game back here in the last week and a half or so.
Well, a quick response from Jokr as Kung does hit a nice 14-meter away 3-point to put them in the lead by just 1 point, giving Illumidooty now Giles advantage.
Sputnik really loving QL Young, and well, of course, don't we all? QL, speaking of, tries for that bouncer, but will miss the receiver, it seems like, and Jokr with it instead off of that deep fling, but looks like another miss here. Game the rebound.
Game, and I'll just take his time walking into the bubble, trying to get past that defense off Illumidooty as he sends a pass over to Jokr, and Illumidooty's defense strikes again as they manage to get it out of his hands, and the clear comes through right back to Joker's side, but Game is there to recover it first. Then up to Jokr now sending it over to, looks like Kung with the anchor off his teammate as they go for a dribble into the bubble, open goal, and he goes for the shot, and he hits it for 2 points from 7 meters away, putting them now 3 points in the lead.
Yeah, and right back at them was Jokr. The thing is, as it said a lot about Jokr, they're probably one of the most, if not the most, flat out just punishing team in terms of mistakes usually. If they cause a turnover, they convert on scores a high percentage of the time. I think that's the only thing that Illumidooty has lacked just a couple times. Not by much, obviously. They're only down by 3, but just those couple of times that they managed to get those clears and such, it was a Jokr player able to come back into it, so they weren't able to punish, despite some excellent defense from their team on duty.
Yeah, and turnover, like just clearing is simple that. Turnovers can really make or break a game, or at least a round. Like if it gets into a team's hands, it could stay with them for the rest of that sort of section until they score, and could put them in the lead, and it could be dangerous at times.
Yeah, and speak of dangerous, there's that stack again, very fast for the side of Illumidooty. This time getting a boost, they might have a breakaway goal. Can they consider the 3? They are going to consider it, but instead they get the 2 as the boosted defender kind of came back into the goal to pressure a little bit. So 1 point game, 1 minute on the clock.
I'd say that was a good decision, considering Joker's speed. Backing out for the 3 could have just completely took away that goal opportunity from them, just completely. So I'd say it was a good choice, just putting it in for the 2, getting it closer to just 1 point lead again.
Yeah, and for Illumidooty, that also just means having confidence in that defense, which has been really nice thus far, really on point. That's missing the trajectory of that disc and maybe getting caught up on some geo. There were some Illumidooty players, and it's going to enable the reverse from Ryan, assisted by Game.
Well, that was just a beautiful play, I must say. Just a nice clean pass over to Ryan, and Ryan just managed to dunk it in for the 2, putting them now 4 points in the lead, I believe. No, 3 points. I can't do maths, but that's me. And now QL Young will take the QB. And it will get intercepted by Game. Game looks like he will go for the shot. It's just wide of the goal, but Jokr is there. Looks like he tried to headbutt it in, but just a little unfortunate. However, Jokr will take this first round.
Not a surprise there to see the headbutt attempt for sure. Definitely saw the intention of what a round. That was a great showing from Illumidooty and Jokr there. Only 3 point difference. Again, this is their first game for both these teams here since week 5. As we, now in week 7, starting the second cycle off. And like I said, I can't speak on how much or how little these teams have been able to scrim, practice, and play the last couple weeks. But definitely warming up into it, and for Illumidooty, had they just been faster and essentially one of those stacks off of the turnovers, that could have easily been an overtime we could be going into right now. They really showed up and played quite well, but Jokr just able to muster through that win with a couple of those extra passes towards the end that found them those nice goals.
Well, Jokr being obviously top in NA, just managed to get past that defense. Like, it was quite a strong defense, but just even small cracks for a team like Jokr. Jokr will find those sort of small cracks in your defense, and it will just capitalize on it and, obviously get those goals, get those 2 point slams like we've just seen in this first round.
Yeah, and it's not your CIA giant. Will do. Hydration redemption, appreciate it, of course. And round 2 about to start. So let's see now if Jokr kind of does their kind of thing where they blitz out the gate, they score quickly, and that's where it goes wrong a lot of time for opposite teams. But that said, if Illumidooty can get a first score here again like they did in round 1, that'll be big news for them. They already got a chance with the possession, and now the conversion. How about that? 9 seconds, QL Young from Burbs.
A nice and quick 2-point goal from QL Young, putting Illumidooty into an early lead, 2 points. So just about 30 seconds into the game. Obviously a 9-second goal time we can see there, giving Jokr Jaws advantage for this second round.
Don't worry, kid, focus. I have hydrated with the pepper of the Doctor variety. At the moment, Kung here with the disc on the Jokr variety. Of course, they're one of the most, I think, cohesive, complex offensive teams in the sense that every one of these players can score in tremendous style and fashion and degree of difficulty. It's Ryan just walking it in on a rampage in his own right. Didn't even need the pass. Just basically became a rhino again for a moment.
As you said, walking it in with fashion, and Ryan did just that as he managed to get past that defense. He put it in for the 2, tying this game up now 2-2.
All right, so Wit with a disc there. There's a delayed stat coming out from Jokr. Of course, one of the many little extra strategies you can throw in there for teams on defense, just delaying that second boost to kind of throw off that first receiver, and you'll see that definitely employed by a lot of teams to success and varying up their defense with each rollout, things of that variety. That said, getting stuck here, maybe a turnover about to happen.
Game now will pick up the disc after the missed pass, and he will walk it in. Well, the 2, just laminate, just a little out of reach of the goal. He putting in for the 2, putting Jokr now in the lead by 2 points.
Yeah, that was one of those sort of saves, but also not. Turd and blue right on the way in, so goalkeeper ain't gonna feel too happy, but certainly Jokr is. And QL Young now sending it over to Speedy. There's that stack blitzing him this time, but a beautiful tap from QL to Speedy right back as he came out of the stun.
Speedy now will get the clear all the way back into the orange bubble, and both stacks coming in very fast, but Jokr is there just to steal it off Illumidooty's players, and looking like he's trying to go for a long cross pass, but QL Young is there to receive it. Sending it over to Burbs over to Speedy V over to Wit, and Wit with the shot into the goal for the 2 points, tying this game up yet again for the second time in this round.
Putting it in with authority from Speedy's pass right down the middle on that cross. Nice job to tie it up once more, and still yet 13 minutes later after the start of round 1, we're looking at an extremely entertaining and competitive match, not to mention high-paced as ever always.
Game now, taking his time, walking it through, trying to get past that stack that's coming in. Sends the pass over to Jokr as well, taking his time. Back to Game, now Game across to Kung now just walking it through, watching out for that stack, which comes blitzing in very fast as the pass to Jokr just goes high, bounces it off his head, and Jokr again past that first defender, send it over to Kung now walking in, just gets saved by that defender called Wit, and Wit now will send it through. It will be picked up by Game, who gets the block off the first defender, but Speedy is there to pick it up, going for the shot, just a little low of the goal, just dinging.
Oh, that's unfortunate, because otherwise, again, some very, very strong play here. Wit will take it right back, and now cut off, though. It's Kung with a disc. Kung from the ramp is going to try and send that to the forward pass by the station. Jokr losing the disc here for a moment, but no, it's Game coming away out of that pile-up, and now going to wind it back and try to find their slow play.
Kung now sending it up to Game again. Game with the long pass up to Ryan, and now an open goal. Ryan will put it in for the 2 points, slamming in, putting them in the lead by 2 points with just under 6 minutes remaining on the clock.
And see a lot of people stopping by in chat yet. Late Toast, who I believe we'll see a little bit later in a season debut, is that correct? So yeah, got a lot of matches for you here tonight, 2 in a row on this stream, then a little half-hour break or so, and then 2 more matches in a row with some debuting teams, but not debuting players. Got Gold, Diamond, Master. I mean, all night long it's going to be a fun one to start off this cycle. With some great passing from Illumidooty here on the orange side of the floor. Gets them in position for maybe a goal.
It's just a missed pass, just bouncing off the shield, comes through. Will be Game picking it up. Looks like he's going for a long shot attempt, and it will just bounce just slightly off on the backboard. But Kung is there going for the shot, but Burbs just in time to get in the goal, saving that shot attempt. But Jokr at the backline will be able to pick up the clear, sending long pass up to Kung. Kung now slowing down the play, sending it down to Game, and Game walking it through as the goalie gets stunned. Put it in for the 2 points, giving Jokr now a 4-point lead.
Yeah, you can kind of see that play developing there. Even might have had an option to, that shoulder pass, but just those two Jokr players from that right side here, able to creep in, and that time not really covered quite as much as they needed to be. And that's the kind of tough thing too with a really strong defense. The intense defense against a fast team is that being able to sustain that for a really long time, it can be very, very difficult at this level just because of, again, that speed. Just like that shot. Wow, the 3 from Jokr.
A nice 3 as it looks like he anchored it off the roof as he was getting pressured by the defenders. So very nice and quick decision making as he saw an open goal, so just decided to send it in for the 3, putting now Jokr in a big lead. I'm not calculating that because I'm not in the mood for maths because I'm not in school, but QL Young now sending it down to, looks like he's missing the pass, and it will go into Kung's hands. Kung with the bouncy clear, but it will end up in Game's hands. Game now walking it through, getting pressured by that stack, and it will go into Burb's hands. Burbs with the clear all the way back to the orange side.
Fast on the recovery was Game. Game with the little Matador move will send it over to Ryan. Ryan over across now. Positioned very, very well was Kung, and really all the Jokr team, you can see they all have a line of sight to that QB almost constantly. Now that said, kind of leaving the anchor, getting caught in no man's land. Wit with the disc now sending it through. That stack recovered, and they need this. They won't make it. What a grab from Jokr. That was insane.
That was insane indeed. I don't think he even looked at it. He just grabbed and hoped, it looked like. But Jokr probably calculated, probably not just hope. And that's now Burbs just missing the passage, just gets stunned out. Jokr with the disc on an open goal opportunity, but Wit is there to save it, not allowing another goal to go in as he managed to get the clear through. But Game is there with the fast stack recovering it. Just getting past Illumidooty's stack, sending a long pass over to Ryan in the tunnel. Ryan now all the way down to Kung. Kung on an open goal opportunity, but just going wide. It will go into Speedy's hands.
And just missing that shot. 11-4, 2:37 left in this match, and this round at the very least. Really needing a 3 or just anything really for Illumidooty. They had that great open look, but you saw in that replay the crazy save, and not even looking, as you mentioned, just kind of grabbing it and sensing the disc just about as Speedy gets a grab and the clear.
Will now be Kung recovering the disc, and the pass over. Looks like it will just go wide from Ryan, but Ryan will recover it in the end, getting pressured by a bunch of Illumidooty's players, but will try to get the pass off as it just bounces off to Geo, but Kung is there to slap it down to Game. Game now looks like he sent a pass over to Jokr, and Jokr back to Kung now. Kung ducking that defender, getting it over to Ryan. Ryan now walking it through, trying to send a shot, but it looks like it was Wit, I believe, with the slap at save. Not something I've seen much before, but very, very nice. Like, added a bit of flair as a headbutt comes through straight into the orange bubble. It will now be Wit picking up, sending a pass over to Speedy, and Speedy will get past that defender and will put it in for the 2.
All right, 11-6, so a 2-goal advantage, a 3 and a 2 potentially could bring this back still yet. They've got a little bit of time, but Jokr now definitely sensing some blood in the water, so for as intense as that high pressure defense was from Illumidooty, they've got to turn it up now to 11. And this one, 11.5 even, as the score is 11-6. And now trying to stick that offensive player with some stuns and some grabs, but will not get it done as it goes off to the blue zone, taken there, and right back is QL with a very important stun and clear.
We'll now go into the orange side, both stacks racing back to the bubble. Game with the slap back to Ryan. Ryan will send it over to Jokr on the side. Jokr can get pressure, but will block that defender, and he will get it through back to the blue side. Will now be Speedy V picking up the disc for Illumidooty, slowing down the play. They don't have a whole lot of time here to get this play off. Trying to calculate. QL Young now for pass down to Wit. Wit now walking it through, taking his time, even though they don't have a lot of time, getting pressured. Managing to juke out that defender, send it back to QL Young. QL Young will get the pass intercepted by Jokr, and Jokr will send it through back into the blue bubble.
And with that, I think just the clear alone was ice on this game, as they'll take one more off the backboard. Kung kind of faking as if he were going for the direct goal. Then instead, at the last second, swung it right back around off the backboard to add just a little extra pizzazz and flair into the finesse finish. 13-6 in 2 rounds off of what was a smoking hot game. That will be Jokr in 2 taking this one.
Kung, I believe it was, definitely finishing off with some flair, with some pizzazz, as you mentioned. Just to the end of that round and end of this matchup, Jokr will take this second round and take this whole matchup, but can't say Illumidooty didn't put up the fight, even though the second round was a slightly bigger difference in goals, in points. You can't say Illumidooty didn't put up a fight, like I just said. You know, you can't base it off all just points. Like, you gotta watch the match to see just how strong their defense was, but also their offense and their stacking, just everything about their plays.
Yeah, and well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, that will be Jokr taking this one in 2. I'll leave you guys here on the stats screen real quick, of course, courtesy of IgniteVR.gg. So we're going to be back with the next match, which is to say going to be Iron Legends versus Team Fade, 2 teams here in the Gold Division in North America. So stay tuned, and yeah, we'll be back real soon, right around the corner. Alright everybody, hello once again, and welcome back to VR Master League here on Channel 1. This is our first day of Cycle 2 here in Season 3 in Week 7. Numbers. And how do you like those, Ollie? I know you're talking about the math the last stream, but we got the second match here in a row. Iron Legends and Team Fade.
Seeming like another good matchup. Of course, I've casted Iron Legends, I think, just once before in this season. But Team Fade, once again, a team I haven't casted, and I'm not too familiar with the players either, so I'm always excited for the surprises that come out of casting matches like these.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that, about ready to start for the Twitch chat. As you know, one of these days I'll remember, I promise, on time. But you got 2 minutes for your channel prediction votes right there. And let's get going. All right. So again, I'm Palidore here on the cast, being joined by It's Me, Ollie. And we're getting ready for our second match with still 2 more yet to come by the end of the night as the first launch. It's going to be head, nearly into a goal actually by Iron Legends, and recovery from Iron Legends off that stun from to the barrier, and now buries it. What a nice series of moves there from just about everyone on Iron Legends.
And Top Cheese managed to get it past that goalie for the first 2 points of the game, giving Iron Legends an early lead. 10-second goal time, so another fast goal time we're seeing here. Now giving Team Fade Joust advantage as they roll out here. Will be Chloe taking QB, sending it over to the tunnel. Will bounce back straight into Chloe's hands as they get pressured by that stack from Iron Legends. Will be reaction time, taking this, going for the long shot, and he will connect for 3 points from 23 meters away, putting Iron Legends up by 5 points.
Yeah, the turnover, just the immediate punish after that. That one, 11 seconds into that joust, and hitting it right on the mark. 1 minute into this game.
Will now be Team Fade with the QB again. Chloe sending it to the opposite tunnel this time. Iron Legend stack is there, but as they force that pass, and will be there to intercept, random person with the clear all the way back down to the blue bubble, and the fast stack coming from Iron Legends will just overshoot, and it will go into Buggy's hands from Team Fade.
Now getting into the trap here, the stacks as well as the leeches. A nice one from Sniper Panda. Sniper looking to send that on a snipe shot. Indeed, it would have been from the cloud. Maybe a recovery here about to be had, but actually will take a last second bounce, enabling Boogie to get this one, setting it to the Nugget. Sniper Panda, though, recovering his reaction time, stealing it from Sniper, and back to the blue.
Will now be a loose disc as random person is chasing it down. It looks like a bit of miscommunication, no one going for it, but reaction time will be there to pick it up in the end. Trying to send a long pass will just miss, and it will just bounce, looks like bounce straight back to the mid, going back all the way back to the orange side as Team Fade Slack is following it down. Buggy now with the disc, looks like he will drop it, trying to chase it down, and with an open goal he will connect for Team Fade's first goal from 12 meters away, 3 points.
Nice hit from Boogie, especially after briefly losing that disc out. Would have been easy to kind of get a little bit panicked knowing that, the open opportunity is missed now and the stack is coming up, but obviously they had the communication, got the recovery, and just got the next shot without the stress in life, as Top Cheese will launch here for Iron Legends. Over to reaction time.
Reaction time now will take a bouncy pass, and it will go into Deadly Fruit's hands, but getting stuck on the Geo there, we'll be able to pick it up, sending it down to random person now. Random person sending it back to Top Cheese. Top Cheese going for the shot, and he will connect as there are just slightly too much goalies, it looks like, in the goal, and he will get the 2 points from 6 meters, putting them up by 4 points now, 7-3 in favor of Iron Legends.
All right, so just a few minutes into this match. And shout out to Schoolness, by the way. Saw that redemption there in the chat a minute ago. And Pawn also asking, what's my favorite color? Purple. Now that, a turnover to random person and a clear.
Clear will come through, and it will go into reaction time's hands, and as he goes for the shot, just a little too low of the goal, but it will go straight back into his hands as Deadly Fruit with the headbutt. But a quick recovery and just a slightly missed pass from Iron Legends will make the disc bounce back straight to the mid. It will be Buggy picking up, getting pressured by Iron Legends stack as he looks like he goes for the shot off the ramp, just a little high, just nearly going in there, but just missing the goal, just barely. Will now be a loose disc as random person uses the tunnel to try get some speed. A bouncy clear, but it will go into Top Cheese's hands, and Top Cheese with the clear down to the blue side.
With the reaction time here by the Cloud getting picked, and now trying to send it maybe to the backboard or shoulder. I mean, the options were very minimal because that was some excellent coverage from the side of Fade, because there was the window open for a second, but they closed it off, and every person at nest, shoulder, and backboard essentially was covered on those one-on-ones.
Will now bounce into Ye's hands as a nice interception coming through from Sniper Panda, and a snipe clear, and it looks like it will go straight into the goal for the 3 points. A sniper shot from Sniper Panda, not tying this game up, but putting it 1 point difference in this first round.
What a hit from Sniper. Already did a nice job just to cause a turnover. Kind of was hiding down by that boot and snuck up on that pass attempt there as Iron Legends were working it back into the bubble, and not only got that steal in the clear, but then the goal as well. And players so conscious of hitting those corners that give it a chance to make it these days. I mean, you'll see that pretty much multiple times a week now off of these corner clears.
Top cheese now with this, sending it over to Yo across the random person with a long pass over to reaction time now trying to get the cut pass over to just a little high of his teammate, and it will go into random person's hands as he does manage to block off that defender.
Yeah, would have needed a tremendous reaction time to make that catch. It was definitely a lot of sauce behind the throw. That said, a rebound here from Deadly. Deadly. The ping looking mighty deadly right at the moment, but Deadly Fruit setting it sideways. And they'll eventually find it. There's Sniper Panda. Another deep heave, and, well, gotta watch out. Based on recent history, that could be in itself.
Yeah, now Sniper Panda will steal the disc and he will put it in. Putting Team Fade now 1 point in the lead as it causes a quick turnover and into a quick goal now, giving Iron Legends the Joust advantage.
Wow, just look at that replay as well. Sniper doing a little bit of everything. I mean, again, another clear. Not only got the clear, was the first person for Fade back into the orange bubble, and then caused a turnover, managed to drive through two defenders, kind of crab walking it on the floor, and eventually got that goal. I mean, that was some intense physicality that we saw there from Panda.
We'll now go into Sniper Panda's hands as he does get quickly stunned out. He'll go into Reaction Time's hands, but Sniper Panda will steal it off his hands. Sniper Panda is not giving up that disc. He's enjoying holding on to that disc today. Well, throwing that disc, I guess I should say. Random person, I'll send it down to and we'll just bounce it off Chloe's head, and Sniper Panda is there for the recovery, sending it through to the mid, but random person is there to pick it up for Iron Legends.
And a duck through from Boogie and right down the floor, so boogieing down, maybe even a boogieing rebound. Nope, we'll be stunned actually the last second by, so Top Cheese and linking up, going for that dribble play off that tunnel perhaps. It's going to roll right into the recovery. It's with the fling, but will not make it as Reaction Time does recover. Backboard, and another dive, Boogie. That's twice now, and Boogie another clear.
We'll now go into Boogie's hands again as he does get the pass up to Sniper Panda. Sniper Panda looks like he's going for another sniper shot, but this time just a little high of the goal as Iron Legends will clear it back into Deadly Fruit's hands. Deadly Fruit trying to get the pass over to Sniper Panda, but it will just go a little wide of Sniper Panda, I guess. It will go into his hands in the end. Trying to get past his defender now, sending a nice bounce pass up to Boogie. Ooh. Boogie now with the top pocket shot for the two from 5 meters away, just out of goalie's reach, putting them now 3 points into the lead.
That was super nice. The thing is, it might not even occur to people watching how difficult that was, because made it look so easy. The thing is, the underarm placement on the top of the goal as the body was physically going, to the bottom of the goal. So there was all kinds of reverse, inverse momentum going there, yet still hit the nice pocket. That was high degree of difficulty, but high light material.
Now, double stun will come through a race for the disc, but Reaction Time is there first with the pass all the way over to getting pressured by Deadly Fruit. Will get the pass over to Reaction Time, but Reaction Time gets pressured by Sniper Panda. Sniper Panda sending the clear all the way back to the orange bubble. Both stacks, both teams coming in now fast. We'll just overshoot it, but it will be a tussle for the disc and will end up in Deadly Fruit's hands as he gets a long pass, but just missing it. And is there to recover it and send it right back to the blue side.
And tussle is right, but now it's down to the hustle. Seeing if they can get down to the floor and grab that first. Will be reaction time there. Now maybe a little bit of muscle on the brawls, but they will muster it into the goal. Almost goes in on a self shot, but now taken by Chloe with those hands of steel. Chloe always getting a bunch of saves in that goal over these casts with Team Fade. That said, random person, well, now fading to black for a moment as reaction time links up for a clear, the boost, and the recovery. No problem.
Reaction time now. We'll recover it. Going for the clear. We'll go into Yez's hands. Yeah, now walking up. They don't have a lot of time remaining, and they need this three to be able to tie it up. Oh! And they're going for the shot, but the save from Chloe as they get stunned out. But reaction time is there. Sending a pass up to Nest. Yes, now with this game pressured by the defender. And it will go. Random person gets stunned out and Deadly Fruit with the clear all the way back down to the orange side.
Chloe coming through right on cue. I was about to say, aside of the headbutt save, haven't actually seen a save, and yet right at the last second, the last possession there for Iron Legends, a phenomenal save to secure for Team Fade. What a clutch that was. First round in the books, but that was exciting for sure. Wow.
And what a way to finish off that first round of this matchup. As that amazing save, as Chloe did get stunned out just a second too late. You know, getting that save off, getting that slap off to their teammates, and then obviously their teammates managed to get it out and secure that first round win.
Yeah, that was incredible. Again, never ceases to amaze me. Great goalkeepers of this league across every division. It seems like these days. I mean, yeah, just gotta give a hats off, especially in a clutch scenario like that. It's a difficulty multiplier, right? It's not only on a normal basis that would already be a pretty tough grab, especially with a defender in the area. But then you add the theoretical pressure, but it seems like no pressure at all. I mean, that was just the most relaxed pro save I've seen, perhaps. Definitely on par with what we saw earlier. You know, we had Kung opening up that Jokr match, Illumidooty as well. It's making some nice grabs. I mean, Wit, of course. There's just, like I said, every division it seems like these days is just stacked with the great defenders.
And we can't forget about Jaywalker's no-look save.
Oh yeah,
goal, of course. Because that's probably one of the most amazing things I've seen in VRML so far. And there's been a lot of amazing things to be seen in VRML, especially Master Tier. As now Chloe, with this trying to get out the bubble, will go into random person's hands. Random person with a long pass, just a little high of his teammates, will go into Deadly Fruit's hands. Deadly Fruit now walking it through, waiting for his teammates to probably get stuck and get up so he can get for a pass instead of the clear. But he does decide to go for the clear as his teammates do get stacked. He'll go into the random person's hands. Random person now will clear it back.
And a quick shout out as well to Tiggs for either some really nice words, really kind words, appreciate that, or a really kind copy pasta. I'm not quite sure, you know, when long messages like that. But I think they were nice words, so appreciate that, Pawn, as well. As will be delivered to Deadly Fruit, and Deadly Fruit here gonna send that clear. We'll just bounce right back though to Random, and Random a good stun before the grab.
Random will get stunned out by Buggy. Buggy trying to send it through. Will send it through into the orange bubble. The stack closely following it as Deadly Fruit will pick it up, but gets stunned out by reaction time. Reaction time now walking it through. Sending it all the way back down to the blue side, and it will bounce straight back into, looks like reactions. No, Deadly Fruit will be there first to pick it up.
All right, Boogie, oop, sending it through, but yeah, it's just in the area. Says, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this one. They're gonna tap off. Random person in the end, once again looking for maybe that dribble down the floor we saw it earlier. This one could be nice, but no, grabbed out of there. Might have been a ding regardless, but still gonna slap it. It's Deadly Fruit, and back to the trap.
Sniper Panda will get the slap off back to the orange side now. So both teams try to race for it. Looks like it could have been going in. Reaction time was there just to save it. Was close indeed. Will now be into Yez's hands. Yez walking it up, sending it past to Top Cheese, and Top Cheese sending it into the top of the goal for the 2 points.
Well, geez, that's right. First 2 points after almost 2 minutes of play here in the second round. We'll be going advantage Iron Legends on this one. And okay, good to know, Tiggs. Yeah, just making sure, because it's one of those things where you get caught by one copy pasta, which I may or may not have not too long ago. then you just get paranoid for the rest, so I'm sorry. But yeah, appreciate that, and with that, there's another dribble again. So Iron Legend's definitely part of their strategy book here, Ollie. That's going to get them the opportunity, just not the goal, unfortunately.
Random person will be able to recover it for his team. Reaction time with the quick reaction time as this get pressured and gets the pass up to yeah. But Chloe with some nice reaction time as well, getting that save off and the clear. Back down to the orange side, race for the disc, and Chloe will just overshoot, just trying to grab that disc, scrambling for it, but Sniper Panda will be there with the nice pass over to Deadly Fruit as he does get pressured for that stack, by that stack even. Reaction time now will clear it back to the blue side.
And see, that's what I was kind of mentioning earlier, Ollie, about the differences. Before, in NA's meta, you didn't see a lot of double stacks necessarily, at least with any kind of frequency, but now you see it so much. That's why you do see these stacks overtaking, you know, where two defenders get into the goal and then one player gets it up, you know, outside the bubble, and then suddenly they're blitzed from behind with a stun, and then it gets taken away because of that double stack. And that's what you're seeing now in NA, that EU had been doing since preseason, essentially, as Deadly Fruit gets the 1-point lead.
A nice long shot from 10 meters away will give Iron Legends the first joust advantage of the second round.
And what's up, Acorn? Acorn stopping by. Great to see the one, the only, the corny one. No, that's me, because the jokes. But anyway, top cheese now, and yeah, over down to random person, backing it out again, but a bit strong on that pass, will get lost in the trap.
Boogie now with the slap down to the orange side. Will be a loose disc now, as we've seen quite a lot, but Sniper Binder is there, going for the shot, and well, as it is in his name, he is a sniper, as he does get the 3 points, putting Team Fade now in a 4-point lead, with just about 5.5 minutes remaining on the clock.
Never seen such a violent Panda, man. Just going ham or Panda on the team here. Remember a couple of weeks ago when I'd streamed Panda last and Team Fade. There was a lot of shotgun Panda, as I was calling it, because a lot of melee and a lot of close range goals. But definitely Sniper Panda showing the long range propensity here today.
Will now be Buggy, just getting stunned out by Top Cheese, and reaction time is there to recover it for Iron Legend, sending the clear through to the blue side as the stack comes through, and he is there to pick it up off the bounce, walking it through now, not getting pressured, but it will go into Chloe's hands. Chloe now with a interesting throw, and it will go into Ya's hands, but Deadly Fruit is there to pick up, but the stack comes through very fast, and Top Cheese will be there to pick it up, just missing the pass to his teammates. Looks like a bit of miscommunication, but reaction time with the pass down to random person for the reset.
And Team Fade with 4.5 left. They're up by 4. They've got the first round already in the pockets, so trying to... Ooh, that was a hot one. What a pass. Unfortunately, the finish wasn't quite there. That was about just a centimeter away, practically, from being a bounce off that nest, but will be a turnover instead. Going the way here, Team Fade on this clear, but actually having a little bit of struggle getting this out.
Reaction time now, pick up for Iron Legend, sending it down just a little low of Top Cheese, and we'll go into Chloe's hands. Chloe will clear it through, just bouncing back to the blue side, and we'll go into Ya's hands this time. Yeah, getting pressured by Buggy. Buggy will get the stun off, will get pressured, but will clear it back through.
And bouncing off a cloud, will be grabbed by Deadly Fruits. This could put them up by all the more. It's a 3-point score with the Dead Eye and Deadly, and they're up by 7.
Will now give Iron Legends Joust advantage. It's not looking too good for Iron Legends, but of course they have plenty of time and they have the speed to pull it off, so not making any predictions as of yet. But Top Cheese now taking the QB, sending it down to reaction time. Reaction time now sending a long pass, just bouncing off the weird sort of edges of the tunnel into Chloe's hands. Chloe with the pass over to Deadly Fruit. Deadly Fruit now walking it through, getting it past that defender, and could have been a nice fancy bounce pass to Buggy, but just a little wide. But the slap does come through into the orange bubble now. Looks like reaction time will get there first, closely followed by Team Fade's stack, but will just manage to get away from it and send the clear back through into Chloe's hands.
Yeah, the stack was just trying to gather themselves, but before they knew it, That interception was a done deal as Deadly Fruit deals it right back to the teammate Boogie, and Boogie this time right back into that familiar top pocket. We saw that in round 1, this time fading upwards. And indeed, their score shooting up 11-2 now.
Now just gaining more distance on these points. Team Fade now with 11, Lion Legends just with 2. As Top Cheese takes a QB, just walking it through. They still have plenty of time, just about 2 minutes remains on the clock. Still plenty of time for a team with this kind of speed to make their way back up and tie this game up or get the lead.
Yeah, as we say that though, that rollout actually a little bit slower compared to otherwise what you were saying exactly. The fact that we saw a lot of those dribble moves coming in, those dribble stacks where they throw it down and then kind of meet the disc on the other side, but we didn't really see it there. And what we do see is Boogie right back into that goal. They're up 13-2, and now really pulling away. This is going to be a difficult hill with 1:40 left.
Team Fade now 11 points in the lead. It's looking slightly more difficult for them, but you know, maybe if they have the fast rollouts, maybe they can pull it back. Maybe they just speed up their plays. We'll see. A lot of surprises happen in VRML, so you know.
Oh yeah.
With this amount of time, especially this is not like a new team. These are not new players, so this is plenty of time for these players to pull something out and you know make some good plays and tie this up.
Well, that was poetic, and so was that. Chloe, another grab. Chloe the clear stacks up here with Deadly Fruit. Deadly tried to meet it down that shoot, but no, it's gonna be taken by yeah, right back to Deadly, and Deadly. That's some medley and music to their ears. Call it a melody even. It's 15-2, and someone had crashed, but that might just be inconsequential at this point in time.
Team Fade now with a 13-point lead. Less than a minute remains. Honestly, I don't think it's looking very possible at this point for them to come back. Just literally talking about time and like goals, how it is in VRML games. But as now trying to send the pass down to Deadly Fruit. Not to Deadly Fruit, but Deadly Fruit will intercept it. Deadly Fruit now with the clear, getting past that defender. Now flowing into the bubble, we'll just overshoot. Top Cheese will slap it away to random person, over to reaction time, and reaction time just sending the clear back to the blue side.
And with no time left, just about, there might be one more score potentially there, but Deadly Fruit will slap it out. Reaction time, oh, they stun out the goalie, but a great grab from Deadly to at least deny that goal. And with that, the series in 2 will go to Team Fade.
Well, definitely a good showing from Team Fade. Strong defense, especially from Chloe there. Some brilliant saves, I must say. Like, especially being a goalie, it's difficult being a goalie. I mean, I definitely couldn't be a goalie. I mean, I've tried, but even those 3-point shots still go past my hands sometimes, which embarrassing to say the least. But you know, being a goalie like Chloe is very impressive, and Chloe definitely showed off their skills today.
Yeah, I mean, definitely don't have to tell me. Like I talked about, I'm always impressed with the goalkeeping skills. I mean, I still wake up in the middle of the night sometimes thinking about certain shots, 3-point shots that got by my hands when I was the technical goalie for my team. Not an easy thing, at least not for most players, but more and more you see these days are definitely putting it on here. With that. Yes, channel points. Like I said, I'll eventually remember that. Twitch, don't worry, I will eventually remember, just not today. But choose that outcome for you guys there. So yeah, there are more matches, not for, let me see, a half an hour, I believe. And, oh, interesting. So on the channel prediction here, it was the Kid Focus, the one player, actually, who voted for Fade to 5 for Iron Legends. So looks like the Kid Focus, you just became the rich kid on the block. Congratulations for that. Grumpy saying I look like an old man now. Watch out, you might make me grumpy. It's probably the haircut. I haven't gotten it cut in a year. Because, you know, casting. Quarren casting. But, alright, so yeah, that'll take care of that. Not old. You know what? PamWow told me the other day I still look like I'm 20... What did he say? 3 or 4? I don't know. So, I choose to believe him and reject Grumpiest Broom's reality. To the closet with you! Sweet, sweet. I don't know why that was... Anyway, just forget it. Point is, we do have more matches coming up here. It's going to be... 7. Right now it's 7, but not my time. There's a team called 7 now. Oh, that's going to be playing in 30 minutes. Their debut as a team, I do believe. Yep. And it will be H-Money, Citizen, Desirable, and Zux coming in here. Looking like they changed... One of the teams have been around for a while, clearly, just changed their name again. There's about 50 ex-members there. So, familiar faces, just new name coming in. Just as well, we have Hive Mind with the Captain Callan 101. And they have Captain Will, not the Captain, but Will. Kaznaz Supreme, aka Supreme Buns, aka Supreme Boons. And Zorzer, which I'm not quite sure if that's a name change or not, but either way, you got some new teams coming in the next half hour from now. So yes, that's that. Ollie, any other things you want to leave off of, or some stats and such before we kind of part off for the next half hour?
Well, I mean, I'm just impressed by both these teams' showings tonight.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And both in the gold division, they're looking good. I always enjoy casting. Well, Iron Legends I've enjoyed casting since last season when they came into the league, and for Team Fade, I've enjoyed casting them now in this season as they come into the league. Definitely been impressing, pretty much every time. But anyway, anything else in the chat that I may or may not have watched there? Acorn asking, did I get a chance to watch the game against Aurora on Saturday? Gonna kill me, but I have not yet, and I know I have to because I was told it was one of the best games, period. Not just of the cup, but just that was an amazing match. No, honestly, after the cast on Saturday, I hung around for a few hours delirious in Discord, and then I went to bed. And that's about it. And then I spent yesterday playing a little bit of Valheim with my time, but I will watch it because I've heard no shortage of really, really good things about that match, so I think I need to watch it. I did see a couple of the highlights, so just saying. Anything else? Ben saying bought a VRML hoodie. Awesome. Glad you bought that. And as far as arrival time, I hope you get it soon. But great to hear. Tig's in there saying 2 a.m. so won't make it, but see you soon, Ollie and Pally. Thanks again. Yeah, thank you for joining here, and yeah, have a good night. For everyone else, I think that does it, maybe. Oh, the jersey, yes. Here, I'll try and show it without ripping out my controller, which I may be sitting on. There you go. Yeah, the VRML jersey from our partners at Arma, in this case. Of course, we also have VRware.net, who makes a lot of VRML merchandise for both VRML as well as teams. So Kangorilla's apparel, I know this is your last week to get at least the first iteration of Kangorilla's gear, so go to vrware.net to get that if you want you some Kangos in your life, which I always do. But yeah, in any case, I think that'll do it for now. I'm gonna try and use the next 20 minutes to reheat my Sonic burger. And we'll be back with 2 more matches at the very least tonight. So until then, thank you to It's Me, Ollie, for casting alongside me here on VRML Channel 1. I've been Palidore. You've been a great chat. And yeah, be happy, healthy, safe, and very, very good to each other. And I will see you again real soon. Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products,
ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.